Hey all you Let's Play fans, Baltus MC bringing you more Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. As you can see, I went a little bit above and beyond what I said I'd do at the end of the last video. I gained 2 levels instead of 1, which only took me about 5 or 10 minutes or so it wasn't that bad. And I made sure to get my experience needed to gain my next level low enough to ensure that the last battle in the battlefield would level me up. And that's a very important step to do the trick I'm about to show you. So let's go ahead and take on the final round of this battlefield. I just got 2 mad plans to deal with here. Nothing too extreme. Oh, fuck your face with the critical. And I love it that enemies are weak versus weapons too. Alright, we got 114 experience. It's enough to get us that level. And for defeating this battlefield, we get more experience. And look at that! That gains us another level. Yeah, this trick is called the double leveling glitch, and it only works in this specific circumstance. You have to ensure that the last enemy you defeat in the battlefield is going to give you enough experience to gain a level, and you have to make sure that your reward for clearing out the battlefield you are on is experience. I'm only going to take out battlefields that give you experience and special items, by the way. I'm not going to worry about the ones that just give you gold. But yeah, there are some problems to doing that leveling trick. If we go here to the status menu and check out the experience needed to gain our next level, it is rather high. I think it's double what it would be normally. And for that reason, there's a lot of people that don't like using this particular glitch. For me, I like using it if I'm about to take on a big dungeon, because it'll give me the levels that I need to go through that dungeon, and in fighting all the monsters going through there, I'll get the experience needed to lower that down significantly. So it's not that big of a worry for me. Now, one of the other things that I want to talk about before we get moving on is there's a glitch, another glitch in this game with your party members. If you remember when we had Kaylee in the party, she had certain elemental and special defenses. Well, as you can see, Tristram has his own. He is strong versus death and fire attacks with his equipment. But if we go back to the status menu, you can see he has Kaylee's elemental and special defenses. Now that isn't too big of a problem right now, but that can be later on, say if you're going into a fire area and your character that you had previously was weak versus fire attacks. So yeah, that is a problem. The only way that you can really fix that is by saving the game, quitting, and restarting. I'm not going to worry about it right now, because like I said, it isn't that big of a deal. But that is something to remember. It's like the game's way of saying, hey, you've been playing for too fucking long, put the game down. So that's kind of hilarious there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head over here to this battlefield, because there is something here that I want to get. Your reward for defeating this battlefield is pretty good. Well, good to have at this point in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and take out one of the rounds here. That way you can see what kind of monsters I'm dealing with. Yeah, just poison toads and this basilisk here. I don't think he has any special attacks. I think he might be able to poison you, but I'm not too certain on that. Oh, 207 experience. That's not too bad. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and beat all the enemies here until I'm down to round 1 of 10. So I'll see you in just 1 second. Alright, we only have 1 more round left in this battlefield, so let's go ahead and take it on. Now, one thing I want to mention about these poison toads, whenever you see like a certain enemy and you know that they have a nasty attack, you want to obviously go for them first. These enemies here, they can poison you, as their name suggests. So you want to make sure you wipe them out first, because you don't have a whole lot of heal potions at this point in the game, unless you decide to grind for some in Level Forest. But I don't want to do that shit. Alright, so we clean them out, and we got a charm out of it. Let's go ahead and check that out here in the menu. As you can see, it just gives us 1 more defense power. It's not too shabby, it's good to have. It's better than not having it. Okay, so before we go check out the Bone Dungeon, let's head back here to Forest and we'll rest up. Yeah, as we're doing this, might as well explain a few things. You might have noticed when we had Kaylee in the party, or Tristram for that matter, that party members, they don't level or change any. Their stats and equipment stay the exact same from the moment you get them until the moment they aren't in your party anymore. Except for like 1 instance that we'll see in the next area. Also, your party member's level is a good indicator of where you want to be with your own level as you go through an area. So that's why I'm around level 7 right now. Usually a good rule of thumb for me is I like to make sure that I'm stronger than my party member as I'm going through the area that I'm at. Because that way it ensures that I'm not going to get my ass kicked. And here we are at the Bone Dungeon. And listen to that music. I fucking love the dungeon music in this game. It's really epic. Alright, as you can see, there's a ton of monsters in here. And I'm not going to show all of them off. I'm only going to show off the new ones here. So let's go ahead and fight this worm guy. Now these sandworms, they are weak versus your axe. Yeah, as you can see there, he's weak against axe attack. So that's one good thing to remember. Now these chests that you can see here on the sides, they only contain more shurikens for Tristram here. So I'm not going to worry about grabbing those. It's like I will mention though, as I'm going through here, I'm going to go through this place twice for a very specific reason. I'll mention that when I get there. One thing that I always thought was funny about this area is how clean it is for like an enemy dungeon. It's like they might be bad enemies, but they like to make sure everything's clean. Really cool dungeon design though. The door's sealed shut. Well, here goes. What are you talking about? Watch this. Aren't these something? I'll sell you some cheap. How about 50 explosives for 30 gold pieces? Why do I keep saying points? For God's sake. Nah, that sounds like a ripoff, man. Alright, I'll cut you a deal. How about 50 explosives for 15 GP? Well, that sounds a lot better. And with that, we get bombs. So yeah, you can only haggle them down once like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the menu here and check out our new weapon. Now you can see the attack power is pretty strong. It's at 63, where our axe is only at 31. There is a problem with that. Bombs, they do not gain more attack power with your levels, whereas everything else does. Like the axe and the sword get stronger, but whatever attack power your bombs are at is what they stay at. Also, when you use them in battle, they spread out their damage between enemies. It's like they will always attack every enemy on the field. So they are more powerful against single targeted when there's only like one enemy on the field. Also, like Tristram's shurikens, they do have ammo limits to them. But there is one really cool thing that we can do now that we have bombs. If we head back this way, there was a path that was blocked off here that I didn't show off. But if we set a bomb there, boom, look at that. We can now access what's up here, which is a steel shield. Go ahead and check that out in our armor. Makes us a little bit stronger. Yeah, look at that, 5 defense power. So now we actually have more defense than Tristram. So that's really, really good. So now let's get moving onwards. I don't like using the bombs too much in battle. There are certain circumstances where it's good to do so because the enemy you're fighting might be weak versus bombs. But for the most part, it's just good to not use them. Okay, so continuing onwards we go. Now we got a new enemy in here, so might as well fight it. And it's a flying enemy! Now one thing about these guys is with Tristram's attack, it's actually a shoot attack. So they are weak versus his shurikens. That's a really good thing to know for later on. Also, we have a new enemy right here that I want to fight. We got skeletons! Now these enemies are pretty damn annoying. Same with their cousins that you'll encounter later on, like their palette swaps. It's like they have attacks that can confuse you. I think these ones also have that ability, but I don't like keeping them alive long enough to find out. See, there's a bombable wall up there, but I'm not going to worry about that. It only leads to more shurikens for Tristram. Ooh, got 3 sandworms to fight here. Yeah, these sandworms, they do have an attack that can lower your speed. Yeah, that's what it was right there, quicksand. Yeah, that lowers your speed down. There is a way that you can fix debuffs like that, but we don't have the item necessary for that yet. We won't get it until the next area. But it isn't really that important right now. Alright, you bone dude, you can go to hell! Also, status effects that you get during battle, there's only 2 that carry over outside of battle. And that's blindness and poison. Every other status effect that you get, like confusion or such, that doesn't carry over after you beat a battle. Okay. Let's go ahead and have you target that guy over there. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, we have a few strong enemies in this area. Yeah, look at that. He has an attack that will lower defense. It's not that important, because he goes down pretty quickly. And we got explosives in there. Yeah, most of these chests just contain shurikens for Tristram, so it's not really that imperative to go after. Unless you're running low on shurikens. Okay. So we got this block on our path. Let's go ahead and set a bomb there. Boom! That was awesome. And we want to head this way, because we can get a chest over here. That's one of the only chests that I grabbed to get ninja stars for Tristram. So you get 10 ninja stars for every chest you open up. So if you're grabbing every chest in here, there's a good chance that you're not going to run out of shurikens. Okay, we're just going to keep moving on. Yeah, for now, I'm just going to fight the enemies that I need in order to progress. This is the only dungeon, too, that I actually kill all the monsters in it. It's like all the other dungeons in the game are way too damn big, or the enemies are just too annoying to kill. And the good thing is, if you get do what I do to get your levels up, you'll pretty much set yourself up not having to level grind for a while. Oh, we got another new enemy here. Minotaur Zombie. It's like, look at that, we're barely into the game and we're already having palette swaps. Alright, let's have Tristram attack that guy since he's a little bit stronger than I am. Oh, critical! Excellent. Yeah, I think that Minotaur has a confusion attack. Confusion is a really bad status effect to have on. Because, well, it's not really that bad right now, but later on you'll get like really powerful spells or attacks, and that can really fuck up your party. Alright, we got 3 skeletons to deal with. Hopefully nobody will miss! God, it's like I predicted that. It's like, what the fuck? It's like our accuracy is above 75%, but it seems like we miss all the goddamn time. Okay, we just have another chest over there behind that Minotaur guy, so I'm not going to worry about that. Instead, we'll bomb up into the jaw of that thing, and we'll head up here. Now this right here, what's in this chest is why I want to come through the Bone Dungeon a second time, because inside of it are seeds. As you can see, we get 3 for opening that chest up. Now these seeds, what's important about them is that they will, if you use them on a character, one of your party members, it will restore all the charges that they have on their spells. So if you're really low or you're out of magic, you just use a seed on them, it'll regain all of their spell charges. And for that reason, it's really crucial, I think, to come through the dungeon again to get more seeds. It's like if you get 6 seeds, then that's really good. 3, it's kind of pushing it. Yeah, the reason you want to do that too is you don't encounter an area where you can get more seeds until quite a bit later on. This is the only time that you actually find them. Alright, just fucking die, skeleton man. I don't want to put up their shit anymore. It's like we should be getting pretty damn close to getting to our next level now. Yeah, as you can see, no problem at all. It's like, that's why I like doing that double leveling trick before I take on a dungeon. Just makes much more sense that way. I still love that about Mystic Quest, when you hit an enemy and you get them weak enough that their sprite changes like that. Some of them are freaking hilarious. Like, you'll be fighting an enemy that looks intimidating, but once you get their health low enough, they start, like, cowering or something. It's really cool. Just one of those little details that they added into this game. Alright, you can... Oh, What the fuck? It's like, Jesus Christ, just hit the goddamn enemy! It's like, that's probably one of the most annoying things early on in this game, is just how often you seem to miss. Ooh, what do we got in here? We got a big chest, and it contains our first black magic spell in the game, Quake. This is a pretty powerful spell. As you can see, we have 4 charges currently at our current level to use Quake. So I might go ahead and head to this next battle, show that off. Got a Minotaur zombie here. Yeah, let's see how powerful Quake is against him. And I'll just have you defend. Dude, yeah! That's what I'm talking about. It's a pretty damn good spell to have early on. Let's go ahead and set a bomb here and continue onwards, though. And once we come into this area, look at that. It's the big bad boss of the Bone Dungeon. But before I take him on, I'm going to do what I told you I was going to do before. I'm going to head through the Bone Dungeon, killing all the monsters inside of it, and getting that extra seed that I was telling you about in that chest. And I will meet you back here, ready to take on the boss in just 1 second. Alright, and we are back. As you can see, I got myself up to level 9 going through the Bone Dungeon, so that's pretty damn sweet. Also, I got more of the seeds from that chest, so now that we have 6, we're in a pretty good position in that regard. Also, you can see, got up to 10 white charges and 5 black charges for our spells. So that's pretty damn awesome. We are set for this boss battle. So let's go ahead and take him on. Grr, you'll never beat me. I have the power of the Crystal of Earth. Why doesn't he just say Earth Crystal? That seems like a weird way to say that. But anyways, here we are in a boss battle against Flamerus Rex. I always want to say Flamosaurus, but whatever. And listen to that boss battle music. Man, this game just has really awesome music in it. It really adds to everything. Alright, let's go ahead and use Cure on him. You might be saying, hey, why don't you use your Quake spell on him? Well, for this boss in particular, if you use Cure on him, let's see what that does. He's weak against zombie attack. Oh, look at that. And it's actually a little bit stronger, too, than using Quake on him. Oh, rib missile. Ouch! Yeah, he has some pretty nasty attacks to him. But as long as you just keep up using Cure on him, he should go down pretty quickly. Oh, what the hell? How does that miss? He's strong versus Tristram's status effects on that weapon, on his shuriken. Let's go ahead and have you use Cure. You use life on yourself. And you might be saying, well, why not use life on him? Because that might instantly kill him. It actually doesn't work on this boss. I think there's only one boss in the entire game where you can insta-kill them with the life attack, or life spell. Oh, what am I doing? Don't attack. Use Cure! And you, Tristan, just keep attacking. Yeah, you can see he's getting a little bit weak now. Yeah, another 310 damage. Yeah, he's got one more phase before he's at his low health stage. Alright, that's pretty good damage. Yeah, this is the last stage, so he's pretty close to death now. Now let's go ahead and have Tristram use life on me, just to ensure that I don't die. It's like I probably could have finished it off with Tristram there, but I'd rather not risk it. So there we go. And we'll just physically attack. What the fuck? It's like, how many times have you missed so far in this video? Jesus, guys, you goddamn blind. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and use bombs then. Now, that's the other good thing about using bombs in battle, is that they will always hit. So you don't have to worry about this bullshit missing that's going on. What the hell? Tristan, I actually don't care if you die. You're a piece of shit. Alright, and there we are. We have defeated the big bad enemy. You only get 120 experience here. That's shit. Alright, and we have saved the Earth Crystal. Look, the crystal. Never mind that, get a load of this stuff. Oh, dude, I want that. Give me that. I'll keep this. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, here's what you wanted. Well, thanks. I guess I'll go save Kaylee. I'd rather have that sweet-ass claw that you have, though. I got a couple chests there to get some goodies. Yeah, that thing looks like a rupee, doesn't it? Like it's from Link to the Past or something. That's what it looks like to me. And if we come over here to this big chest, we can get a sand coin. Huh. I'll have to see what that does. Look, I gotta go. See you around, kid. And he just leaves. I'm confused too, so don't shrug your shoulders at me. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and meet you outside. Okay, so now that we're out of the bone dungeon, look at this. Everything's all green and lush now. And if we actually use the select button to look around, we can see that some of the clouds have moved away and we can actually see the next area that we need to go to. I'm not going to spoil too much by showing you that. So, let's head down here to Foresta, now that we have the elixir, and we'll go ahead and give it to Kaylee. Everything looks all nice and pretty now. Hurry and give Kaylee the medicine. Well, don't tell me what to do. Hey, thanks for the cure potions, Kaylee. Baltus, is it really you? Here's the elixir. Thank you. Now I can visit Spencer in Aquaria. Why don't I go to Aquaria first and look around? Where is it? It's through the Focus Tower and to the northeast. Ah, excellent. So Aquaria is our next stop. And we get to go through the Focus Tower. Yeah, as you can see, not only is everything green now, look, I'm a little girl again! Yay! I better not talk to you, though. I don't want anybody to think I'm a pedophile or some shit. Okay, so we're going to keep continuing onwards now. You can see we have another battlefield over here. I don't bother with this one. The enemies here are a little bit tough, and you only get gold points for defeating the battlefield. Yeah, the ones where you get gold pieces, I should say, instead of points, they aren't really that useful to me. And check it out, we are now inside the Focus Tower. Well, at least underneath it. And look at this, secret passage. Hey, it's the old guy. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Well done, Baltus. Remember, Captain Mac will be crucial to your quest. What the hell are you talking about? A girl named Phoebe can help you. But I'm going to Aquaria. Maybe you'll find her along the way. And like usual, he flies away. It's like, what the fuck? Just gives us a little bit of a hint and just goes on his way. What's funny about Phoebe's name, too, is I always used to say Phoebe when I was a kid. It's like, I don't know, I might still say that every now and then, but it actually is Phoebe. And once we come into this area, oh, look at this. These were the 4 sealed doors that old guy was talking about. And since we have the sand coin, we can unlock this doorway here. But we're going to have to see what's behind this door in the next video, so stay tuned for more Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.